Hi everybody, my name's David Bourne, and in this lesson I'd like to help you answer the true, false, not given and the yes, no, not given questions that you can find in the IELTS reading. This lesson is going to be interesting because we're going to do it as a competition. To do this well, you need to get a pen and a piece of paper. So please pause the video, find a pen and a piece of paper. All right, are you ready? Let me tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to give you 3 questions. Question 1, question 2, question 3. Each question has a number of points. Let me tell you what they are. So the first question I've called, what does it mean? There's 3 points to this question. The next one is example 1 of a yes, no, not given reading question. There are 3 points to this. And then lastly, question number 3 is example number 2. This one has more questions and there are 5 points. As you go along, please make a record of how many answers you get correct. Are you ready? Let's get started. Question number 1. What does it mean? Does it mean yes, no, or not given? So look at these explanations and decide if they mean yes or no or not given. Here's number 1. Information can be verified in the text. What do you think? Is that yes, no, or not given? Just write your answer down. Number 2. The information is not stated anywhere in the text. Does that mean yes, or no, or not given? And the last one, number 3. The opposite information is stated in the text. What does that mean? Does that mean you answer yes, or no, or not given? Have you got the answers? I hope so. Pause the video if you are still thinking, because I'm going to show you the answers now. Here they are. How did you do? Did you get all 3 correct? Remember to make a record of how many correct answers you made for question number 1. All right, let's move on now. Question number 2 with example number 1. So here we are actually going to do an example question for yes, no, not given. Here is the statement you need to think about. The dog bit the man. Now, read the questions and decide, is each one true, false, or not given? Here's the first one. The man was attacked by a dog. What do you think? Is it true, false, or not given? Number 2. A person acted aggressively towards a pet. Is it true, false, or not given? And one more, number 3. The hot weather made the dog impatient. Is it true, false, or not given? Are you still thinking? Pause the video if you have not answered yet. I will show you the answers now. All right, they are the answers. Did you get all 3 of them correct? I hope so. Remember to record your scores. Let's move on now. Question number 3, and this is example number 2. This one is a little bit longer. Here is the statement then. Weather conditions over the Mediterranean forced the pilot to make an emergency landing. Once again, think about the questions and decide if each one is true, false, or not given. We have 5 questions to work out here. Number 1, the plane crashed into the ocean. Is it true, false, or not given? Number 2, an aircraft was hit by lightning, so it had to land suddenly. Is that statement true, false, or not given? Number 3, the pilot made a decision based on safety. Number 4, again, decide if it is true, false, or not given. Poor weather in the region often affects air traffic. And the last one, number 5. The captain made an unscheduled stop at a Mediterranean airport. Okay, have you decided if each of these are true, false, or not given? Please make a record of your answers. Pause the video if you still need time to think, because I'm going to show you the answers now. All right, how did you do? Did you get 5 out of 5? I hope so. Let's look at the final scores now, shall we? All right. So, count up your total scores for all of these questions. How did you do? Did you get between 9 and 11 points? That's the top score. Well done. Fantastic. If you got 7 to 10 points, that's good. It's okay. And then if you got 1 to 6 points, I'm afraid you're in the bottom position. Maybe you need to practice a little bit more. Let's just summarize some of the skills that you need to use when you're answering these true, false, not given questions for the IELTS reading. Number 1 is that you have to read carefully. These questions usually focus on your ability to understand the detail. Ask yourself, can the information be verified in the text? That will give you the choice of yes or no and help you to decide. It's also a good idea to think, is the information stated in the text? Finally, remember that the same information can be written with different grammar and different vocabulary. So you need to consider the grammar and vocabulary knowledge as well. All right, I hope you are happy with your points. That's a little competition where we can get more practice on true, false, not given questions for IELTS reading. Let's have another competition in the future. I'll see you soon.